Good morning, good morning, good morning, boys and girls. How are you, my second graders? Okay, today we have yet another online class. For this class, for this home learning session that we have, we will learn about a little bit more of our vocabulary. We're going to go over some old things that we saw last week and the week before, and then we'll add something extra. We will learn about animal habitats. Okay, now, an animal habitat is a place where an animal lives. So, for example, let's see here, we have the habitat of a bird is a tree, right? Is a nest. That is the place where it lives, especially when that bird is a chick. Another animal habitat can be the flowers. The flowers are the habitat of a butterfly. Another habitat can be a hive, a beehive, and that is the habitat of bees. Another habitat, sorry, that we have here in the image is this dam. Okay, a dam is a habitat of a beaver. So that's what we're going to look at today. Okay, we're going to look at the habitats that we have for different animals. So we have, in this case, a nest, flowers, a beaver dam, and a beehive. Those are the examples, but we have more habitats, okay? As I said, these are places where the animals live, okay? Their houses, their homes, those are the habitats. So the first habitat that we have is a forest. Now, a forest is the home, the forest is the home of a lot of animals. We have, in this case, in a forest, we have bears, wolves, squirrels, deer, rabbits, moles, snakes, raccoons, lizards, foxes, woodpeckers, owls, and we have wild boars. All right. Oh, we have a little porcupine in the front also. We have a porcupine right there. So these animals live in the forest. When somebody makes the question, where can you find or where can you see a bear? The answer is you can see a bear in a forest. You can see a bear in its habitat, okay? In its habitat. And in the case of a bear, it's a forest. All right? What else can you see in a forest? Is a forest the habitat of foxes? And you'll say yes. Is a forest the habitat of raccoons? Yes. Okay? That's what a forest is, okay? This is the habitat of all of these animals. Now remember that a forest is a place with a lot of trees, okay? If you have one tree, you don't have a forest. If you have two trees, you don't have a forest. But if you have, say, 50 trees, 90 trees, 300 trees, maybe you have a forest, okay? And it is the habitat of these animals. All right. So a forest is cool and dark. All right. It's cool and dark. Why is it cool and dark? Well, it's cool because the trees, all all of the trees protect the place from the rays of the sun. Okay, you can't see the sun, so because you can't see it, the rays of the sun don't get through, it's going to be cool, okay? It's going to be a little cold even. And it's dark because of the same reason. The trees block out the light, so it's dark. All right, dark and cool. And in these places, we can find deer, we can find raccoons, and we can find foxes. All right. So let's review a little bit the deer. Tell me, what can a deer do? Remember can? All right, so let's practice with it. What can a deer do? Well, a deer can hear very, very well. A raccoon can climb trees. A fox can catch a rabbit. Then we have a different habitat. Now we have a desert. Okay, we have a desert and we have a lot of different animals. Okay, in a desert. We have, let's see here, we got camels. Okay, we got snakes. We have some birds of prey, okay, that are not very nice, that are not very pleasing to a lot of people. Okay, and we also have other animals, smaller animals like scorpions. Okay, and then we have those two little guys in the middle. Now, we have a lot of animals in the desert, but a lot of them live underground. Okay, this is another habitat. Okay, so we have these animals living in a desert. A desert is their habitat. Okay, as I said, we have camels. Okay, we have vultures, snakes, scorpions. Okay, we have these other animals. This is a fox, okay, but it's a different kind of fox. And then we have this other animal that looks like a meerkat. Kind of looks like a meerkat, but anyway, these are animals that live in the desert. The desert is their habitat. Okay, this is the habitat for these animals. Now, a desert is hot in the day and cold at night. There is not much rain, so it's dry, okay? It's dry because it doesn't have much rain. It doesn't get a lot of rain. Okay, that's why we also see a lot of reptiles in these places like snakes and lizards. Okay, we have snakes on the right, lizards on the left. And not only reptiles, as we saw in the previous image, we have other things. So let's talk about what these animals can or can't do. Well, let's start by talking about what they can't do. Let's see, a snake can't eat bananas. No. A snake can't fly. No, that's impossible. A lizard, let's see here, what can't a lizard do? What is impossible for a lizard to do? Well, a lizard can't fly, again, okay? Also, a lizard can't chase zebras, per se. A lizard can't eat bananas, all right? We have the can'ts, the cannots of these animals. So these animals make their habitat in a desert. Then we have oceans, okay? Now, in the ocean, we have a lot of animals, but most of them are going to be fish, 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 fish. We have a lot of fish. Okay. We also have other animals in the ocean, but principally we have fish. Okay, we have a ton of fish in the ocean. Now, this is another habitat. So the first thing to remember or to learn about the ocean is that it covers 71% of the planet's surface. Okay, there are a lot of seas and oceans around the world. Okay, and all of them considered together cover 71% of the surface. Now, the water in an ocean, the water is salty. The water is salty. All right. What does it mean to say that it's salty? Well, the water has salt in it. Okay, that's different from fresh water. Fresh water is what we see in rivers, lakes, okay, maybe ponds, all right? But in the ocean, we have salty water. And in the ocean, we can find fish, whales, and seals, among other animals. So let's talk about what these animals can do. A fish, it makes its habitat in the ocean. What can a fish do? Well, a fish can swim in the water, okay? A fish can breathe underwater. A fish can see underwater. What about a whale? What can a whale do? A whale can stay submerged underwater for a very long time. A whale can swim and travel very long distances. Okay? A whale can dive to the deepest parts of the ocean. So, what about a seal? What can a seal do? A seal can clap. All right. A seal can catch fish. All right. A seal can do a lot of things. All right. But remember, these animals make their habitat in the ocean. That is where they live. Okay. Then we have the last habitat. We have the jungle. Okay. Or as we call it nowadays, especially scientifically, the rainforest. Okay. So this is the other habitat that we have. But what animals can we see in this habitat? Okay, we have giraffes, all right? We have squirrels, we have zebras, rhinos, gazelles, lions, leopards, monkeys, elephants, snakes, hippos, ostriches. We also have toucans. Toucans. All right. So these animals live in the jungle. The jungle is the habitat of these animals. It's their home. Okay, it's where they live. Now, let's look at the characteristics that we have of jungles. Okay, well, the characteristic that we have is that it rains a lot. It rains a lot in a jungle. We have a lot of water coming down from the clouds, okay? And then we have here 4 representations of the different animals that live in the jungle, okay? That make the jungle their habitat. So let's talk about what they can't do. The first thing, a monkey. Okay? A monkey can't swim. For some reason, they don't like water. Let's talk about butterflies. A butterfly can't dig a hole in the ground. Another one. A tiger. A tiger can't fly. Okay? It doesn't have wings, it can't fly. Birds, okay, especially these colorful birds, can't eat meat. Okay, they can't eat meat. They're not birds of prey. Okay, that's what they can't do. But these are the 4 animals that we have in a jungle alongside the others that we saw in the previous slide. Okay, well, that's all that we have. All right, remember that we had 4 different habitats. That is our new vocabulary. Okay, we had in the beginning, let's see here, we had forests. Okay, then we had the desert, we had the ocean, and now we have the jungle. We have these 4 different habitats. All right, so keep them in mind. All right, we have forests, deserts, oceans, and jungles. 4 different habitats. And we have a lot of animals that live in those habitats. Okay, well, that is it for this class. I hope you enjoyed it, okay? And remember that you have to watch the video as many times as it's necessary, okay? As many times as it is necessary. And also, do the homework that you have on Pearson, okay? It's necessary to do the homework in Pearson. So we have homework on the Pearson platform. And then we also have homework, okay, on the Servo Escolar platform. So you have 2 bits of homework. When you find something different, or when you find a problem with the video, maybe it got stuck, maybe the image didn't show or whatever, you can let me know on Friday, okay, when we have our Zoom sessions. Also, if you saw or found something that was difficult to understand, ask me on Friday, okay? I'll be more than happy to answer all of your questions and to clear everything up that seemed confusing in the video or the exercises, okay? Well, having said that, I'll see you next time. I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.